Okay, welcome back to my channel. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do my do's and don'ts of Sanibel Island. So, as you probably already know, I came down here on a momcation to recover and just kind of mentally comprehend my last couple of months, to take this time and experience Sanibel and kind of decompress and get my thoughts together. So, my do's and don'ts of Sanibel Island. I highly suggest, wherever you're staying at Sanibel, to make sure that you're near water if possible. The resort that I stayed at has a 2-minute walk down this very nice like pathway. Then it kind of goes into some type of greenery and you're right there on the water. It is absolutely beautiful. Also kind of get an idea of like what's nearby. For me personally, I didn't want to leave the island, so I rented a golf cart. I will link the company that I used down in the description box. The owner was absolutely phenomenal. They overly accommodated actually. They dropped off my golf cart as soon as I walked onto this, as soon as I walked into the office, they pulled it right into my unit. And the owner wasn't happy with one little thing like on the windshield, so he ended up meeting me at a restaurant that I went to right after checking in. I was at the restaurant. He went into the parking lot, switched the golf carts, and kept it moving just because he didn't like I said, this one little piece was loose, and he was like, just to be safe. So I really enjoyed that. It was a great experience. If you're looking to do more, if you're looking to venture out, if you're looking to go to Fort Myers Beach, Captiva, you know, after hours and those type of vibes, I would suggest renting a car in addition to, or just in general. With the golf cart, you are kind of just restricted to Sanibel and Captiva. And even with that, in season, leaving Sanibel to go to Captiva, while it's not that far of a drive on a golf cart at all, absolutely beautiful drive. It's a little sketch because in season, people, people are in a rush to go places. So I had a lot of people passing me while I was on the golf cart. I personally don't care, but I can see how that can give some people anxiety. So definitely factor that in if you're gonna do a golf cart rental on this island. And plus side that I thought in my behalf was like the golf cart doesn't go any faster than 35 miles per hour, and that's like the general speed limit on this island, so I didn't have to worry about speeding ticket. That was my thought process. But there was some delivery spots here. Again, where I stayed, it did come with a kitchenette, refrigerator, like oven, microwave, all that great stuff. So I was able to go to a grocery store and stock up on some necessities that I may have wanted while I was here. And that's a great way of saving money as well. If you like to cook, if you wanted to come and just kind of bust it up by the barbecue, those are all very accessible things to do. I personally wanted to experience as much seafood as possible because my husband is allergic to seafood, so I rarely get the chance of just like seafood. Just if you're a drinker, know your bars. I am not a huge drinker, but I did find that Dock Fords had the best Bloody Marys, and Blue Giraffe had an awesome breakfast and Bloody Mary as well. Over Easy, which was a great breakfast spot, had a great breakfast vibe and served like mimosas and stuff. So I really enjoyed those 3 spots. And then throughout the day, I'm not a breakfast person, so I kind of usually went to Dock Fords like mid-morning for like brunch, just so I can have lunch. Again, know where you're checking in at and what they offer. I know my location, which I will also tag in my description box, they supply towels and beach towels. They had a washer and dryer here. They had beach chairs, an umbrella, just very well-equipped units. So it made it super easy for me to just bring a carry-on and come here, because the majority of the time I spent in a dress and a bathing suit. And I went to the beach nonstop because of the walk here. Remember, Sanibel is the like seashell capital of the world, so make room for those seashells if that's something you really enjoy doing. There's no true like partying or like after like vibes. The island is super dark, like super dark. My girlfriend was an environmental studies major here in Southwest Florida, and she actually informed me that the island doesn't have any street lights because of the sea turtles. Is that the island's dark. To sum it up, the island's dark. So on the golf cart, while I did have LED lights, no one was truly comfortable with me roaming around the island alone at night. Also, while I did not see any alligators while I was here, because I'm right on the beach, you don't really see them, but inland you can and you will. And I also didn't want to have an encounter at night with one, so that was that. So that was just something to keep in mind, and planning out, like, if you're going to do a spa day, like kind of booking that in advance, because if you're in season, especially in Sanibel, they are packed. I went to go try to make an appointment twice and I was like, ugh. So definitely just kind of plan in advance with those type of things. Also, I just found out on my last day here that surrounding resorts had like open to the public dining, and they also have like on the water eating. So I probably would have spent more time doing breakfast at the resorts nearby instead of venturing off inland, just so that I can be on the water and watch the sunrise. That's just my opinion though. Actually might do that now. The other thing to keep in mind is it's a small business supported island, so you're not gonna have your Target or like your go-to spots. You're not gonna have Uber Eats. You're not gonna have like Instacart, any of those things that I kind of thought I would have coming in. I realized after, like, I really don't. The other thing that I would suggest you do is plan your leaving the airport to get to Sanibel isn't a problem. Leaving the Sanibel to get to the airport kind of got confusing. I personally used Uber to get out of the airport to the Sanibel, and I found that I could not get a ride back from Sanibel to the airport. I ended up, I think, scheduling a car from Lyft, but the airport does offer a transportation service that you can book within 24 hours of your flight. That is about the same price as my Uber or my Lyft. I pretty much figured if my Lyft doesn't come through, then I'll just call them. But definitely plan that in advance. These are not like all-inclusive resorts. You know, you kind of have to get from point A to point B on your own type thing. My don'ts for Sanibel. Do not expect to have a party-like vibe. If you're looking to do a bachelorette party or like kind of getaway, but like a relaxed getaway, this is the perfect spot. If you're looking to do something with your kids without going out of the United States, this is the perfect spot. If you're looking to do like a couple's like little relaxation trip, again, perfect spot. If you're looking to wild it up, this is not for you. Maybe Fort Myers Beach, but definitely not Sanibel. So please know, please know your environment and what you're surrounding yourself with. It is a super chill island. Everyone's running on flight of time, which is like 20 minutes later than everyone else. And it is very much just like a pause, like a strong like halt to your, if you're like a fast-paced on-the-go person like I am, it was a quick like boom, halt, stop, slow down, rewind, you're on vacation type vibe. So do not come to this island and expect to wild it out, because it really isn't about that. It is truly a relaxing, just like laid back experience. Do not expect to do much outside of going to the beach while you're at the island. I did go to Ding Darling nature habitat type thing where you can drive through. Perfect experience on the golf cart, highly suggest it. That was such a, it rained that day, it was a light drizzle, and we just really got to see some really cool like scenery. We didn't see any alligators, which a lot of people were expecting to see. Again, I'm from Florida, so like I'm good without. But we did see manatees mating. I was like, what is that? I personally thought it was an alligator killing something. And then I realized that they were two gray things kind of rolling around. Long story short, we figured out it was manatees mating. Nonetheless, never seen that happen, so it was an experience. Definitely highly suggesting Darling, specifically in a golf cart. If you have a car, it's pretty cool, but you really get a great experience in the golf cart. Do not come here, specifically on a golf cart, if you're easily anxious by traffic, or you feel weird about people staring at you. I had a lot of people like either look and like smile, or look and like confused, or look and like, I've seen this girl busting it up on the golf cart the last 3 days, like when is she going home? Like, you know, I'm very comfortable in what I do, so like I don't care who sees me, and I often get looked at because of my hair. But anyway, point is that I was comfortable. It can make some people uncomfortable. For me, it wasn't a problem. Do not come down here and think you're gonna get Starbucks, okay? For those of you who are Starbucks fanatics, they ain't no Starbucks on this island directly. There's one spot that serves Starbucks coffee. I don't know what that entails. I don't know if they're like a licensed like Starbucks like spot, or if they just buy Starbucks at like Publix and call it a day. Don't know, but just letting you know, I really haven't had good coffee since I've been here. My last do not is, do not come to this island if you're not ready to get away. If you need to be on the go, if you need to be going and busting up, moving and grooving, if your kids are super like energetic and need like that outlet, like constant entertainment, I wouldn't suggest Sanibel. Maybe some like Fort Myers, where there's more like stores and stuff. My kids personally are super relaxed and laid back. There's a small pool here, and that short walk to the beach, as that in itself would keep them entertained. I do know kids that are much more needier when it comes to like attention and entertainment, in which case wouldn't be the place, in my opinion, to bring my kids if they needed more attention than just like water activities. Also, just another fun fact where I'm staying at, if you do not like dogs, do not stay here. This is a pet-friendly resort, which I personally loved. I love seeing all the dogs. They're like little therapeutic, like pick-me-ups throughout the day. I'm a dog like mom. I love dogs, so for me it wasn't a problem. But I can see if you are afraid of dogs, do not stay here. Actually, throughout the island, there was a lot of pet-friendly, like dog-friendly restaurants and stuff like that, which I was really impressed with. And overall, just like a really good experience. So those are my do's and don'ts for Sanibel. I do suggest you go if you have the opportunity and need just a time to relax and kick it up. I do suggest that if you go, you do check out the restaurants I have listed in my description box. My experiences at the restaurants, pretty much, I was gonna do a separate video for it, but my experience at all the restaurants were pretty much consistent. They are in season here, so they did get a little more congested. Know your spot. So there was a restaurant that I think was in Captiva, Mucky Duck, and apparently they have like the best sunsets around. I wasn't able to go because it was packed, and I wasn't able to get in. I would suggest that if you are coming down to the island, to just shoot out to Captiva a little earlier so that you can experience just a beautiful Captiva sunset. I've seen them, so I wasn't pressed, but I did watch the sunsets here right on the water in Sanibel, which was just as beautiful, just as mind-blowing, and just as humbling. So I hope you enjoy my do's and don'ts of Sanibel Island. I highly suggest all the places that I've gone through, just because I personally experienced it. Great service, great staff, super helpful people throughout the entire island. Even when it came time, like my golf cart, the blinker doesn't turn off on its own. People will be like, your blinker's on. I'll be like, oh my God, thank you. So definitely know that it's a very welcoming and just laid back vibes. But I probably would have, like I said, like kind of got an idea of where I was on the map better, and who had, what resorts had public dining offered, so that way, like if it was close by, I didn't always have to drive inland to, like, not that it was that far, it's like 8-minute drive, but like there's ones that are like 4 minutes each way, so like little things like that. And if you're looking for a view, those are the things you would want to look at as well. All right, guys, so that's all I got for you for my Sanibel Island review. Overall, it was a 9 out of 10 experience. I will say that the one and only downfall that I really had was just trying to get into restaurants as like a one person, like party of one, during season. Other than that, I didn't have an issue. Again, would highly suggest it to anyone. It was probably one of the best vacations I've ever been on. But again, more so because of the mental growth than for the like actual like activities and stuff. But there's a ton to do on this island to keep you busy. A lot of people actually rent bikes, and it seems like you can maneuver best with bikes around this town. I really thought the golf cart would be like riding a bike around here, but you are actually on the main roads with the golf cart, which made it a little harder. But I still would suggest it. If you have kids, I would suggest doing a car and golf cart, just because the night trips can be a little dark. But overall, great experience. I would do it again in a heartbeat, probably with my husband, but nonetheless, would do it again in a heartbeat. So I hope I answered all of your questions that you had about a quick review on Sanibel Island. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for love and support. Mwah! I'll see you next time.